It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A give, running right is Hall. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going right back to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Give to Hall running right. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Hall. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. It'll be defensively, but they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down, Terry?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 21 TA. Watch it, Oscar.
Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
20 TX.
Now Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 15. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, back to Achane.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. A give left side. Here's Achane. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Go ahead. 21G.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it.
Solo left Zion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On first down, Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
21G, 21G.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Turbo 1, Hive, Turbo 1, Hive. Scat.
Here's Tua.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second and 10. Achane gets it from the gun.
Down to the 25. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of
32
3.
Stinger.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
20, TX.
Tua on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Achane.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Caught. It's Wilson. Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 34.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. Still going. Still fighting. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it, Oscar.
Now Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
All right.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
East right, start. Set.
Again, it's Achane.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chase Claypool with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they're going to speed things up here.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll go again with Hall.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. They'll give to Hall. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
They'll look to throw.
That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Now 1st and goal. Henry is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now on second down.
Hey. 21G, 21G.
Throwing Tua. That ball caught. It's chosen.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
Now Tua. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Achane.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here comes second down at 5. Tua. That's into the hands of Chosen.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Solo left Zion. 20 TX.
Tagovailoa.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes second and 10.
21G. Long. Corner, long. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Tua. Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Here's first and goal.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Watson, Oscar.
Now Tua.
He's got it, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. He's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Jets,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17